All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Normally, I don't speak during a committee meeting, but this is a special event, as probably most of you know. Today, we're going to be swearing in a new councilor for the 7th Ward, and this doesn't happen that often, like I said, so thankfully, Judge Kerwin was available and volunteered. You're not charging us, are you?
No, you remembered my name, too.
Yes.
He announced me.
Yes, I'll never forget that one. I forgot his name once. But like I said, thank you all for coming. This is, again, a special event. After this swearing in, Chris will take his seat there at the 7th Ward's seat, and we'll conduct a little business for the city. So without further ado.
We never forget my name. You just forgot to mention it. Correct. There we go. All right. So if you could place your left hand on the Bible and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Christopher Squitieri,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Charter of the City of Oswego,
and the Charter of the City of Oswego,
New York,
New York,
and that I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the officer of Councilor
of the officers of Councilor
in and for the City of Oswego,
in and for the City of Oswego,
New York,
New York,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The meeting will start at 6:30. And I was prepared. I've got a nameplate all set to put on the desk.
I'd like to have a roll call for Physical Service Committee, please, for
Councilor
2021. Am I on?
Maybe not.
Could I get a roll call for the Physical Services Committee for July 21st, please?
Councilor Burridge,
He's excused.
Councilor Benucci. Here. Councilor Walker.
Here.
Councilor Gosick.
Here. Could I get a motion to approve the minutes for July 7th, 2025? Councilor Gozick, Councilor Bernucci.
Councilor Benucci.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes. Okay, we're going to old business. There is none. Right to new business. Under authorization, the Office of Economic Development has received a request from Bryan Canzone for use of public space to host OHS Class of 2025 reunion at Brightback Park, Sunday, August 3rd, 2025, from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Anybody here to speak on this? No, this is just a everyday occurrence. We get people that want to rent our facilities down there. And anybody want to speak? Then I ask for a motion, please. Councilor Gozick, Councilor Bernucci.
Councilor Benucci.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes. Go to number 2. The Zoning and Planning Office has received a request for use of public space from Miss Stacy Lamanna, owner of vacant lot known as 2674 Johnson Road, for egress and ingress of a driveway. Anybody here speak on that? Step up, please. Thank you.
Hi, yes, this is just a request to build a driveway for the house we're building at 2674 Johnson Road.
Okay, it's basically use of public space we're giving them. Anybody have any questions or comments? Could I get a motion? Councilor Gozick, Councilor Benucci.
Councilor Benucci.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes. Seeing no more on the agenda, could I get a motion to adjourn, please? Councilor Benucci, Councilor Gozick.
Councilor Benucci.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to call to order the Administrative Services Committee. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor Plunkett.
Here.
Councilor Burridge.
He's excused.
Councilor Squitieri.
Present.
Councilor Benucci.
Here.
Councilor Walton.
Here.
Could I get a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting from July 7th, 2025? Councilor Walton, Councilor Vanucci.
Councilor Plunkett?
Yes.
Councilor Squitieri?
Yes.
Councilor Vanucci?
Yes.
Councilor Walton?
Yes.
Is there any old business? Let's move on to new business. Item 1 under authorization. City Engineer Jeff Hinderleiter requests authorization for the mayor to sign change order number 5 with LaBella Associates DPC in the amount of $21,205.39, decreasing the total contract amount for the Conway Building re-roofing and facade repair project. Mr. City Engineer?
Good evening, councilors. I expect the new councilor from the 7th Ward to ask the most questions. That seems to be the tradition of that seat since you're closest to me. So if you have any questions, feel free to air them.
I'll take you up on that next one.
There you go. So this project, we are finally wrapping up the Conway roof and facade project. As is customary, when we reach the end, we do a final change order to adjust the project to close out. In this case, we did not have to utilize the full contingency fund, which is money that we earmarked ahead of time for unforeseens. They were able to complete the project, and we did not have to utilize these funds. And so this will reduce to the final contract cost of $1,587,794.61. This will enable us to close the project, release the retainage to the contractor, and cut them loose.
Anyone have any questions for the city engineer? Okay, can I get a motion, please, to accept? Councilor Walton, Councilor Vanucci.
Councilor Plunkett?
Yes.
Councilor Squitieri?
Yes.
Councilor Vanucci?
Yes.
Councilor Walton?
Yes.
Item 2 under authorization. City Attorney Kevin Caracoli requested discussion regarding the adoption of a 12-month moratorium on further development of renewable energy systems until a complete, comprehensive local law can be adopted regulating these systems. Mr. City Attorney?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and again, welcome to Councilor Squitieri. Look forward to working with you. This request tonight is for the adoption of a moratorium on the further development of renewable energy projects and systems within the city of Oswego. I want to be clear right up front, this is not in any way, shape, or form a proposal to stop or prevent renewable energy systems from developing in the city of Oswego. For anyone who thinks that the city is not in favor of renewable energy, it's just a mistake to think that way. We have virtually every form of energy produced here in the city of Oswego, and certainly in the county of Oswego, I would contend is probably the energy production capital of the country, with literally every form, including nuclear power. What we're talking about today are renewable energy systems, battery energy storage systems, biomass production facilities where they take wood products and turn it into energy, geothermal, where you're literally using, the products that are produced in the sun to generate electricity, solar and wind, right? So all of those are part of the state's energy and climate legislation and a push to become more self-sustaining using clean energy sources and reducing carbon emissions statewide through the year 2040 by more than 80%. So in other words, the state's goal is to have a majority of its energy sources come from renewable energy by that time period. So why are we calling for a moratorium when that seems counterproductive to the state's own goals? Within the state's energy goals and the climate legislation, there are recommendations for local governments to take a very close look at regulations to ensure that the needs and the concerns of the community are met when developing these energy systems and inviting these large companies to come in, invest millions of dollars on a renewable energy system. We've had a couple of companies inquiring about their particular service, and before we get too deeply involved in it, we realize we don't really have regulations that address these particular types of systems. What am I talking about? In particular, a battery energy storage system where you are taking power, electricity that's generated from some other source, let's call it wind or solar systems, and they actually store those batteries on site and use it when there is a peak demand for electricity. So it's literally storing energy, and then when there's a higher demand for that electricity, you can tap into the battery energy storage system. It provides electricity to the grid, and the lights stay on. As you can well imagine, particularly with some stories about the ion battery and how they can malfunction, blow up, and create fire hazards, these battery energy storage systems are akin to that. I'm not going to equate them to ion battery energy storage, but it's very similar. And the problem is, and Chief Canzone is a better source than I to inform you on this, but once a battery energy storage system fire occurs, you can't put it out. You have to let it run out. And the biggest issue with that is the toxicity that comes off of the byproduct that's used to create those storage systems. Now, the good news is that the science and the technology regarding battery energy storage systems has evolved even over the last 5 years, and they're much safer now than they were 5 years ago. You may recall there was a pretty major incident up in Chameau in North Country. Those systems have enhanced, the safety features are improved, but still it's a significant issue that we want to contend with. The other factor here, and I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but and this is not the first time, but or it is the first time. It won't be the last time, that we're all educated on all of this. But these renewable systems, energy systems, are all considered public utilities under New York State law. And what does that mean? That means that they can generally be located anywhere that the companies deem it's necessary. So it could potentially be placed in a residential neighborhood. I don't think we would want that. There are transformers all over the city that are located in those areas. But we didn't have those regulations in place at the time those were being cited. We're in a different age and era, and it's consistent with the state's energy policy that local municipalities adopt regulations to create some order in the development of these energy systems. So that's what the proposal is. Well, the proposal is to put the brakes on a 12-month moratorium to give us an opportunity to fully investigate and draft up regulations that cover each of these renewable energy systems, and then invite companies in and tell them, if you want to do these are the specifications. This is where you can build. This is how many feet you have to be away from a particular use that we identify. So this 12 months is what will be required in order for us to establish regulations that make sense. And this isn't just the work of the council or myself, Chief Canzone, others, city engineer, but we intend to bring in outside experts to help us. We have a university out here full of people with knowledge and people within the community that we are looking forward to tapping into to get their expertise on how best to regulate and create orderly development of these systems. So I know that was a long-winded explanation, but I wanted to get that out first. I'm happy to open this up for questions. I have drafted a proposed moratorium, and I know I circulated informally over the weekend to the councilors. It's my intention to present that publicly in time for next week's meeting. What this will entail is the development and adoption of a local law. So the moratorium itself would be a local law, and it's subject to public hearing. So your next action, you don't have to really take any action tonight, but the next action anticipated is next week. We will be asking the council to consider establishing a public hearing date to consider the local law that imposes a 12-month moratorium on the development of renewable energy systems. So with that, I will defer to the chair and open it up for any questions.
Do you have any questions? Councilor Walton?
Now, this is something we spoke about, but I want to make sure the public is on the same page as well, that this does not affect at-home uses. As you said previously, you know, if there's a car, you know, voltage or something like that, small system, what would that entail for the public?
That's a great point, Councilor. Thank you for bringing that up. And the moratorium in the local law that's being adopted specifically excludes home energy systems. So if you have or want to have, first of all, let me be clear, it doesn't impact any existing renewable energy projects that are located in the city of Oswego. The biggest one I can think of is the one out on Myers Road, the Cruel Farm, which is a solar farm. I think it's a 5 megawatt project. Doesn't affect that. That's up, it's running, it is what it is. This also does not affect anyone who's looking to put solar panels on their home or you know, ground mounted in their side yard. As long as you meet the zoning requirements, that's not an issue. Doesn't impact somebody that wants to put some type of a low-level wind system on their home, or any of the others. Battery energy storage, electric cars. If you've got your own an electric car and you store it and have an energy system at your home, then this does not affect, this local law and a moratorium would not affect those uses.
And just to follow up as well, with the moratorium, if this were to be kind of finalized sooner, is there an option to lift that as well?
Absolutely, and I'm hopeful that we will be able to get regulations in place sooner than 12 months. The good thing about the state of New York and NYSERDA, which is really the authority, the Energy Research Authority, they have a lot of model laws and regulations for municipalities to take in, consider, shape it to their own needs and concerns. So we don't have to recreate the wheel, we just have to make the wheel consistent with what we want to see in the city of Oswego.
Thank you.
Any other questions, councilman or the public? Thank you, Mr. City Attorney. Can I get a motion, please? Councilor Walton, Councilor Vanucci.
Councilor Plunkett?
Yes.
Councilor Squitieri?
Yes.
Councilor Benucci?
Yes.
Councilor Walton?
Yes.
Item number 3 under authorization. City Attorney Kevin Caracoli requests an executive session to discuss proposed pending or current litigation. Could I get a motion to go to an executive session, please? Councilor Walton, Councilor Vanucci.
Councilor Plunkett?
Yes.
Councilor Squitieri?
Yes.
Councilor Benucci? I think Jordan does. Jordan? Yep.
Sorry. Jordan, you have a chart for this? I do. Good man. Hear what they say about it.
Counselor Plunkett? Yes. Counselor Burridge, Counselor Squitieri? Yes. Counselor Benucci?
Yes.
Counselor Walton?
Yes.
I'd like a motion to close the meeting. Councilor Squitieri. Councilor Benucci.
Counselor Plunkett?
Yes.
Counselor Squitieri? Yes. Counselor Benucci?
Yes.